Hey, what is going on, everybody? Yeah, so today's video I'm going to talk about should you go a shade darker for more longevity in your hair system. First and foremost, let me get this out of the way. This is actually a LaVivid hair system I'm wearing. This is the Eros model. It's a light density unit. Yeah, and just if you use promo code Chris15, it'll get you 15% off any hair system you buy from LaVivid Hair, be it stock, custom, whatever. I'll leave the link in the promo code in the description in the comments below. So basically, yeah, this is the Eros model. It's light density. This particular color is a number 4 medium brown. And this is actually an all poly unit, and I just love the poly hairlines. I know I talk about a lot. You can kind of, it's a little visible right there, but I'm getting like super up close to it. But this is an all poly unit, LaVivid Eros model light density unit. But yeah, just love their units, and 15% off is pretty huge because this unit's like $280. And if you get like up for the cut-in, or if you opt for them to base cut it or do the hair cutting and the hairstyling, I mean, 15% off about $280, $300 is about $40 to $45 worth of savings for you. So that's a pretty huge discount. So if you feel so inclined, go check out the hair systems. Chris15 promo code gets you 15% off any unit you buy from them. So yeah, should you go a shade darker for in the interest of more longevity of hair systems? What I mean by that is, as we all know, if you've been wearing hair systems for a while, hair systems do fade over time. The color fades a little bit. It goes from being darker when you got out of the box, maybe 2 to 3 months in, from styling it, wearing outdoors, exercising in it, the sun hitting it, going swimming, you name it, the hair is just going to lighten up over time. So this is actually about, now this is a shade darker than I usually would get. I'd go probably one shade lighter brown than this. So anything darker than this for my complexion, my eye color, my facial hair, etc., it would just be a little too dark. I think this is it's pushing it a little bit. In my personal opinion, I think it's not too dark, but it's definitely, I wouldn't want to go a shade darker. I think this is just perfect to find that perfect balance of getting something that's a shade darker, not too dark, but it's dark enough where it's going to add longevity to your hair system, because when it does start lightening up, it's just going to look more natural. So that's one thing you can do. Instead of starting out with a lighter unit that's just going to kind of fade in color over time, I mean, getting a shade darker of a hair system is going to buy you an extra probably month or two, if not a little bit longer, depending on how you take care of your hair unit. And that's one thing I love about going a shade darker, is it just gives that longevity, because when it does start fading out and the color starts fading a little bit, it's just not going to look as bad. It's not going to look as faded sooner. I mean, it is eventually going to get that faded look, that lighter color look a few months down the road, but it will probably buy you an extra month or two if you go a shade darker, because it just takes that much longer for it to get lightened up and become faded out looking a little bit. So that's kind of one thing. Another tip I wanted to share with you guys: if you want to try to get the most bang for your buck and add longevity to your hair system use, definitely consider going a shade darker than you normally would. Of course, it depends on your facial features, your eye color, eyebrow color, facial hair color, a whole 9 yards of how dark you actually do want to go. Anything a shade darker than this, for me personally, would look too unrealistic, so you don't want to go too dark, but I do think there is kind of that fine balance there. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Until my next video, take care.